This thing's been a little powerhouse. We've enjoyed it. We've tested many power stations over the years, and this is one of my favorite units. And the reason why is so let's go over the facts. This is a 537 watt hour power station. It has a 700 watt pure sine inverter for the AC side. It's got AC DC charger. It comes with a user's manual. You get your registration card. You get your DC adapter so you can charge it in the car, and you get an adapter for solar to convert it over with an MPPT controller. And inside the box you have the AC power brick. So right out of the box is everything you need to get going. You can put up to 200 watts solar panel on this guy without a problem. It's not linkable, so if that's an issue, you don't want to look at this unit. You can't link it to other units. Outside of that, we got the facts down. Let's go over the walk around of the outside of it. So looking at it here, up close, we have our input with a nice little rubber flap. We've got our solar input, and we have our AC input. And with these two guys here, you can do those simultaneously. It does have pass-through charging, which is a really nice feature. I really like that. It's got the DC button. You got your 4 USB A's, 5 volt, 3 amp for all 4 of these guys. You got a 100 watt USB-C. So I've been using it to power my laptop on this trip without any problems. And it hasn't had any issues. The screen is extremely bright, has a nice battery status indicator. It's got a bunch of warning symbols here for temp and overheat and that kind of thing. Your input, your output, your typical stuff that almost everybody's doing. The screen is nice, bright, and vibrant. It also has an eco mode, little thing here in the corner. And basically eco mode is if you're in the AC side and if you get below 20 watts for 4 hours, it will tell the unit to kind of shut down. That's the eco part of it. Be more economic is to shut that part down if it senses you're not drawing anything instead of drawing the battery down. So it does have the eco mode in there. You've got a button here to turn on the AC side, and then you have a button here to turn on the 12 volt 10 amp connector spots, and also your cigarette plug, or your power plug as everybody's calling it now, the power plug. It's no longer a cigarette plug, making me feel ancient. So as we do a walk around, we got the fan side. It's clear, aesthetically eye-pleasing. It's nothing fancy, just a little bit of lines and texture in the back. We have a light, and the light's kind of interesting. The light has a few different modes. Low, medium, high, and then it's got an SOS mode. Like, everybody's putting a flashlight on these things nowadays, and I don't know if the flashlight's really needed, but this is definitely enough light to play some cards. Had the thing sitting out when we were playing some cards by it. It's plenty of light for that. So there's a potential use case scenario for the light. If you had no other flashlight or any other source, you can kind of illuminate the area and see what's going on around your camp. So it is nice. I like this kind of light better than the little round flashlight that some of the other manufacturers put on the side. I think this is a lot more useful, I guess you could say. The biggest thing that I like is the top right here. So the top has a foldable handle, which I absolutely love for carrying it, moving it around camp. And you've got a 15 watt output wireless charger. So you can take your phone, set it right here on the top, and you can charge. All I got to do is go to the side of the unit, turn the DC side on, and now I can charge my phone on top. That's kind of a walk around of what this guy's all about. So as far as rules for taking care of it, they basically want you just to keep it clean. Every 3 to 6 months, they want you to throw a charge in it and get it to at least 80%. The thing is with these LiPo batteries, if you start getting them down to 0, you're gonna start damaging the cells. So you have to keep a charge in it. So that's critical with all of these power stations with the LiPo technology. The warranty on this guy is 2 years. Size, I'm just gonna round it off. We're talking 11 inches by 8 by 8 as far as size. Weight, it's around 16 pounds-ish, so it's not that bad. As far as what can it run, obviously look at your appliance or what you're trying to run. But your coffee maker, your CPAP, they say, will run all night without a problem with this guy. Depends on the power draw of the appliance. So you're gonna have to check with your manufacturer and figure out what your appliance draw is, and then you can do some calculations to see if this will work for you. So we have run it on. Charging devices is our main thing. I have a fan inside my Hike trailer that I absolutely love. It runs USB-C and I can do pass-through power with that. I'm charging my laptop, I'm charging my phone. I have an Apple Watch, I charge that. So we're usually charging 2 watches, 2 phones, a laptop, and a fan with this is what we're using it for the most part. And we ran, let's see, so we ran 5 days and got it down to about 20%. So at that point we plugged it in and topped it off. AC, we're here at a campground right now. This campground has power, but most of the campgrounds we've been at have been off-grid and don't have any power. So as far as pros and cons, I would say pro that I like about this unit over other units is I love the flat stack design and the folding handle. I absolutely love this feature here. This is amazing. I love the 100-watt C because the 100-watt C allows me to charge off my laptop with the higher output C. I can't do that with some of my other ones. Being able to put a phone on the top with a 15-watt charging on top is amazing. I absolutely love that feature. So those are some of my pros for this unit that I absolutely love. The cons that I see, I think the biggest con is a lot of these units in the past, they've been putting the transformer for charging, for fast charging, they've been putting it in the unit. Bluetti with this one has decided to have a brick. And when I say a brick, I mean a brick. This is a big power supply here, guys. Takes about 3 to 3.5 hours to charge on AC. And this thing is noisy. So do not charge this at night because it sounds like an airplane in there. So you want to make sure you top off during the day, just let it go. They're all going to be that way because they have to ramp up a fan and keep things cool. This thing is massive. It's hard to find a place to store it. I wish it was built into the unit. This is probably my biggest con, is where do I store this thing if I need to take it along and I have the opportunity while I'm camping to charge. So, but we have a kind of electronics box. We threw it in there and we've only had to pull it out once, so it hasn't been a huge deal. It does have a battery status indicator to tell you when it's charging and when things are charged up. You'll obviously know by the 100% on the display screen, but this thing is just unwieldy. It's big.
With this one, it's hard to tell exactly how much juice you've used for something because it just gives you 20, 40, 60, 80, 100%.
So we ran our water kettle 3 times. It held no problem. It can heat up water in just a couple of minutes. So we used to plug in all kinds of crazy things, and to me, yeah, it's cool to see what you can max out on this thing, but to me it's what's real life case scenario. What are the different things that I'm going to personally use for it, and how long will it last for me? All right, guys, so in the end, is it thumbs up or thumbs down for the EB55? I give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions on the Bluetti EB55, please drop them down in the comments. I'll see what I can do to answer them. Thanks for watching. I give this guy 2 thumbs up. I really like it. I really enjoy it. I love the wireless charging. I love the stackability with the handle. And then it can power all of my devices that I use on a regular basis while camping. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.